What's going on, y'all? It's been a long time since I dropped the episode, but y'all, let me fix my camera. Life be lifing, but we about to go into a 3-day weekend coming off. Going into Memorial Day. So today is Friday, Saturday, May 24th at 12:13 a.m. Y'all. So I'm up, wide awake, and I'm ready to rock, man. All right, y'all. The first thing we're gonna get into, man, Remy Ma and Papoose. I don't know if y'all know, but they taking hits at each other on Instagram. They going live for live. Like how you go, we go band for band. They go live. They are going live for live. Remy Ma dropping receipt after receipt. Papoose dropping video recordings of Remy Ma. Clarissa Shields going off because she with Pap because of Remy Ma, based off a quote unquote Breakfast Club interview. And Remy Man, Easy the Block Captain, saying Papoose worrying about him. Y'all, it's a hot fucking mess. It's a hot mess. Hot mess. All right. First and foremost, y'all know I be all over the place listening to this, listening to that, right? And just dealing with Easy the Block Captain. Y'all. For real. Like, I like battle rap. It's just something that you, if you was like, that's where like really a lot of rap derived from, was battle rap. So I would know the Charlie Clips, the Hitman Hollers, the Geechee Gottis. I'm not in as tuned as it is, but you can catch most of the stuff now on YouTube. So I'll dibble and dabble or whatever like that. But y'all, it's a hot ass mess going on over there. Now, I don't know if y'all remember the clip when the dude was battling Easy the Block Captain and Remy Ma just standing there. You feel me? And it was like, oh, you cheating, da 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 da. Now, granted, I think it was some shit already out in the atmosphere, if you ask me. But that's when the nigga put it in the rap. Cause ain't no way y'all moving funny like that, and the nigga ain't gonna battle rap about the shit. But anyway, man, when Remy did that motherfucking interview, and her face went like this. Bitch, we knew you were cheating. Bitch, we knew you was cheating. We heard the rumors. We heard how pop, didn't it? That was embarrassing. And now, you standing behind your man. Stand behind your man. But you shouldn't have cheated on Pap. Now, for whatever various reasons you cheated on Pap, I ain't in your household. But at the end of the day, two people can't get tired of each other. But I think you should break it up and not cheat. Right? Or have that. And plus, when you got kids together, it get difficult. I don't have kids, so I can't really say, on what to do and how to act, or whether should I stay or should I go, and custody, all of that stuff, But I think too, as a man, if you in it for a child, I do think at some point, right off the bat, when the baby is born, I think you should go file and get legal rights to the baby. A lot of stuff could be eliminated for that. But anyway, going back to Remy and Pat, it's a hot fucking mess. Hot mess. They basically got an off-brand or great value version of fucking each other. Because all them motherfuckers Bama. All of them is fucking Bama. Some Bama ass motherfuckers. And being from where I'm from, it used to be like y'all some Bama motherfuckers. You feel me? So I do think that they still love each other, but I think for real, I do think they would get back together. I ain't lying to y'all, but y'all look, it's 1:00 in the morning, Daniel. I gotta eat. So I'm eating some noodles because I'm up. But for the most part, y'all, nah. I think they actually would get back together. I think they get back together in a heartbeat. I think they both realize that the grass ain't greener on the other side, but it's up in the air. And I found myself to be more on Pap side. Now, I do think it's wrong that he just filed for a divorce like Friday or Thursday. I do think that's wrong. But I am on the side of, you out here cheating. Even if shit was going bad, you out here cheating. So off the bat on taking Pap's side, that don't mean that shit can't change. But I do agree if she want a divorce, you want the divorce. But I think it's a hot ass mess. Not like Clarissa Chill. And it looked like she like Pap. But we can't tell who fit for each other. Now I just think it's a hot ass mess. I really think that they all just alike, like Remy and Clarissa just alike. That Pat gonna get tired of Clarissa too. And I think Easy the Block Counter is just like Papoose, so Room gonna get tired of him too. It's interesting but complicated because they're a hot fucking mess. All right, what else we talking about? God damn it! 50 Cent. Let's talk about 50 Cent. Then we're gonna head into the Diddy trial, coming off for 2 weeks of the Diddy trial. 50 Cent doing his thing in the movie industry. He got 50 action. I remember when I downloaded the app very early on. And shout out to 50, he making moves. But one thing 50 Cent gonna do is troll. And he gonna put up a sponsor ad when he troll. I'm proud of Fifth. He doing his damn thing. Can't nobody fuck with him. And I can't wait to see how far he go and doing everything and just taking it a little bit further in a different direction than what Tyler Perry is. Now, Tyler Perry, and 50 Cent said Tyler Perry gave me the blueprint. But what 50 Cent is doing is basically building a conglomerate with Hulu, Netflix. You got what's that? Roku. It's being LG. No, he getting so the app. It's got like when you get a TV and they already got certain apps already installed, like a Netflix, Hulu, or whatever. 50 Cent is basically getting 50 action installed inside of the TV with LG to make that like one of their premier apps. And he partnered with everybody, including the streaming services, and also the people who program the TV, Samsung, LG, I think Element, all of those places. So shout out to Phil. But Phil been posting like hell getting into this damn Diddy trial. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. What I think a freak out was, based off hearing about it for all these years, is not exactly what I thought it was, right? Because we were hearing about the people that, hey, yo, daddy, I'm going to take you shopping. Pup doing some weird ass shit all the time, right? But we ain't think that the freak offs was like with Cassie. I thought the freak offs was on some, hey, yo, we partying, is bitches around. But man, I want you as a man. So this whole shit, well, I can't believe he did all that shit to Cassie. But you gotta think, back in the early 2000s, a lot of shit was going on. Now, mind you, I was young, but we heard about all this shit. And Diddy being a mogul, and like we heard about the stuff, but the freak offs ain't happening the way that I thought it was happening. So really, she was just getting fucked on, y'all. And she kept cheating. Crazy part. And don't get it misconstrued. She is a survivor of domestic violence. I think she has PTSD, as she stated in her in the transcript. I believe she got Stockholm syndrome. I believe Cassie got a whole lot of stuff dealing with trauma. I do. But right now, in the court of law, Diddy defense tearing their ass up. Bruh. Now, this is crazy. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. My first time seeing Brian Steele really beat the damn state of Georgia. He really beat the state of Georgia at that game. Granted, Thug not took that plea. I said it was wrong for Thug to take the plea. I ain't want Thug to take the free because they only had a month left into it, and I really think the judge was gonna let him off all that shit. I think they were gonna get him with the gun charges and the drugs, but I don't think they were gonna get him the RICO. But instead of trying to get to most of that shit, he shouldn't have. Brian still had it in the bag. But to now see Brian still go up against the feds. Now, granted, Diddy had a team, but it was like a month before trial that he brought Brian Steele on, and along with that came Miss Westmore, which is like his paralegal or whatever. But so far, Brian Steele he done told the state up and he turned the feds. Diddy defense is up. Fucking around. I don't care what y'all gotta say. I don't care how about y'all feel about it. I'm not going based off how y'all feel, based off what he's done. That's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about what it looked like on black and white. And right now, when these people get cross-examined, the stories ain't adding up. The story's like you're making this man to be a cruel individual. Now, granted, I think he is. I think he's all the things that people say that he are. And based on my observation. But when shit come in black and white, y'all, Diddy team up. Diddy team is up and they cooking the fed. And it seems like, all in all, the feds did not have good probable cause for all of this stuff. Now, they're going to get them because they want them. Just like with Thug, they try to get them because they want them. But all in all, I really think Diddy might just come out. Now, if they get, what's her name, Kareem Karam, to say Diddy was sex trafficking is old for him because she was his right hand lady, basically. And she was the one that said, I'm going to write this book or whatever like that against Cassie. And she was like, man, fuck that lawsuit. That's why the lawsuit came out public. So if she go against Diddy them, I really think that's his ass right there. I ain't lying to you. That's crazy. Now let's get into this Tory and Meg coming off of Diddy. I believe Tory. I don't believe Ben. I think she a liar. I do feel like now when you do get on Megan's end, when you give a story of defense, a story to where you saying that you shot her or you apologizing for an act that we know that led her to getting glass stuck in her foot, then nigga, you did it. Nigga, you did it. And when two people saying that you shot the person and you said, no, I didn't, but I ain't gonna tell them who is the nigga you shot her. That just is what it is at this point, Tori. So you playing with the rock. You playing with the rock. So you gonna get them 10 years. And granted, ain't nobody even die. Crazy, right? Ain't it? Cool. Also, I don't think Tori shot her, but when you give an admission of guilt and shit like that, nigga, you did it. So regardless if you're innocent or not, nigga, you gotta take them 10 years on the chin. It's very unfortunate that people gotta get stabbed up in jail. People be trying to kill people in jail. All of that is messed up. It's sad. Just let people do their time and leave them alone, man. But you can't tell how politics can go into jail. I ain't been in the jail to tell y'all how they do in jail, but we heard about the politicking. But hey, none of my business. Man, let me look, because I wrote down some more topics. Right now I'm just freestyling because I ain't give y'all nothing. So I'm not even sure if y'all gonna even look at all this. What? Oh, Castanet and Streamer University. Shout out to Kai. Kai took his streaming platform, and now he got over a $10-15 million brand eval, more like 50, and he got a whole university for it. So shout out to Kai Streamer University. I just stream up here. I ain't no streamer, no Twitch streamer. I could be, but I ain't none of that stuff, y'all. But shout out to the people that's doing it and getting it done and not afraid and not letting nothing hold y'all back and building y'all empire off of it. But I was telling people, like, at the end of the day, if people losing their job, we're gonna have to go live on Facebook. We're gonna have to go live on Instagram, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. Like, that's gonna be one of the few places that you can only make money from. Really, if everybody be losing their jobs. So, we gotta, bear in with people, okay? Oh, in the Diddy trial.
So were you intimate with
Shout out to Inner City Press. He been holding us down. If y'all don't go to Pacer and get a transcript from the feds or the government per se, Inner City Press is tweeting. So shout out to him. Also, no, Haley and DDG, she got the baby and everything like that, but ain't nothing I can do about it. What else? Y'all, I think that's it for tonight. I just want to come up here and give y'all a video. I guess you would say, the Knicks and the Pacers. The Knicks just lost 2 rounds in the Eastern Conference Finals. Indiana up. Shout out to Halliburton. What the hell? So, shout out to them, but shout out to the Knicks in 25 years. They was able to just make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, so I'm proud of them too. Also Ant-Man doing his thing over there, balling out. They down by 2. OKC sweeping right now as well. But I think the Pacers. No, I really think New York is gonna go to the finals, right? Only because it's a bigger market, and I think that OKC is gonna go. They're gonna be Ant-Man because Ant-Man got all the time in the world. For being like a young 23-year-old in the game. We got time with Ant-Man to get him a chip. But I think OKC taking all. I really need to go on Prize. Shout out to Prize Picks. I use their app. We're not sponsored by Prize Picks. Shout out to Bet Rivers at Rivers Casino that we have here in the city. Shout out to everybody, but right now we really using Prize Picks and Bet Rivers right now. All in all, y'all, that's gonna be my bet. OKC overall. Shay. Most of the time, I do feel like if you win regular season MVP, they kind of give you something else. So especially if you win the game, if you win the finals, they might give you finals MVP. So for me, and also just Shay just first team All NBA anyway. So I mean, shout out to him. Shout out to Shay. I think he's gonna take it all, and I'm gonna go ahead and place my bets. And do what I gotta do. But I do think, and I think even if they lose a game or two, whatever how the finals go, right? But I'm just putting OKC overall, so it don't really matter at this point. Also Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, the whole get back, and out of that came RG3 and Ryan Clark. I said up front, yes, RG3 got a white wife. However, Ryan Clark was out of turn for bringing that man family in it when she ain't had nothing to do. But mind y'all, they been had beef at ESPN. Now, if you watch ESPN, regardless how we say Stephen A is and all of this and all of that, regardless of all of that, I watch all of it because media kind of work together. Regardless of what y'all think and who y'all don't like, people work together and media is, you gotta check the ecosystem. A lot of people are connected. But for the most part, I said Ryan Clark. I went on Threads, I think I said it, but I think Ryan Clark was wrong and he been wrong. Now he came out and apologized for it. He was wrong. He had to get his take and say because that man got a white wife. Like I get what you're saying, but at the same time, bro, like still respect me as a man, respect my household, and just because we got beef, don't mean that even though he begged up his wife, even that you saying something about my wife, it's crazy work. So that ain't working for me. Other than that, Trump being busy, they talking about Trump cutting food stamps and everything like that. I don't get food stamps. You know what do I do? Illegal activity with the food stamp. But all I'm saying is that a lot of people gonna be hungry. And right now I'm eating me a bowl of oodles and noodles, y'all. So if I'm eating a bowl of noodles, now granted it's 12:30 in the morning. I was like, bro, I'm up and I want something to eat. Ain't no full meal, something to eat, right? But if you cut the food down, Walmart done, Target done, Kroger is done. Because they thrive off that. And if people hungry, they going to get food. So Trump, if y'all want to devour all the farmland and do all that, you Bill Gates and all y'all, I'm telling y'all might not even have no farm the way these people gonna come if they don't have no motherfucking food. If they don't got no food stamps, everybody gonna eat. I'm trying to tell you, if you think people are homeless now and they not eating, imagine what's gonna happen if the working people working and they can't eat. Imagine if the people that's trying to make it can't eat. Right now, it's fucked up. But let everybody not eat. This is a problem. And I'm saying that people that work, they might not apply for assistance or they might get assistance because they might have kids. What I'm saying is that when the consumers can't purchase the food into your Walmart, the corporation people, they finna go through hell. Because they ain't going to be able to eat. They ain't going to be able to eat because they ain't got no stocks because ain't nobody buying nothing. And the stocks can be messed up. Therefore, their family can't eat because you decided to cut SNAP. So I'm telling you now, when everybody can't eat, it's going to be an issue out here. So do what you will with that. Trump always doing something so he getting over on somebody. When he realized ain't nobody go to Margalato, when he realized everybody gonna be selling all their stocks and leaving the market to where it's at because nobody can't buy nothing. Because if people can't eat and it's a whole ecosystem and have food stamps work from the government, I really don't think y'all realize it. Y'all keep saying that, like, for me, a person like me ain't gonna be able to eat. I'm trying to tell y'all, Walmart ain't gonna have no food for us to eat if the people hungry. If the people can't get their food stamps and eat, ain't gonna be shit left in the store. Do what you want, what you will with that. I'm telling y'all. So it don't matter what we talking about. I'm gonna be alright because I still got a job I can eat. That's how Walmart getting a lot of their customers off of food stamps. So you think they're gonna cancel SNAP and EBT and food and getting the food stamp cut when that's how they getting the money through the government and it's regular people spending money for the food? I'm trying to tell you, the 1st, the 15th, whatever people get their food stamps, the corporations are going to see that and they're not going to be able to keep putting out the output to get stuff to the stores and people not buying it. So what's it called? Scarcity or whatever. Stuff is scarce. And if people start doing what I think they're going to do, like during the pandemic, and move, get out the way. When they're going through there and getting where they stuff, have what you want with it with, because I ain't going to be able to eat because I can't go to the store and buy nothing. Because there ain't going to be shit there to buy if food stamps get cut. But he don't see the cycle for it. That's just it. Other than that, just shout out to everybody hanging in there. A lot of people are starting podcasts, whether they sit up here for an hour or two, even 30 minutes. Hopefully somebody see this and say, yo, I just want to give her a like, comment, or subscribe, do whatever. But content is game. Big tech is here. I study on and off to get Security Plus. But for the most part, I ain't that good. I be trying to take the practice test and I fail. But big tech is here. CRM system is here. Understanding how to get leads and stuff and just losing out on money is here. So hopefully I'm able to learn I'm able to grow, that my mind become more open, and pray that God just bless me with going into tech at some point in my life, but also with a part of social justice, and just be an inspiration to somebody and just take over and run an empire. But that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching today. Bye.